claw. John Collins, no relation, and the Sacramento Kings. Brent just mentioned
the organization made this shift. Yeah, Doug talking about an early DHO, so let's see if Hunter gets out of the corner here.
All right, he's got the ball. First shot of the game, DeAndre Hunter. Off to a good start in game number 2 as a King. That's what coaches do, right? Doug Christie saying we want to get him involved and feel like he is a huge part of what we're doing.
Well, they typically don't tell schmoes like us what play they're going to run first, so we appreciate that from Doug.
Here's Chris Dunn. Misses the first shot for the Clippers, rebounded by Renault. Hunter. Good luck working against Kawhi Leonard. DeRozan still going strong. That's his bread and butter. Taps it out to Levine. Those two have played a lot of basketball together. DeRozan and Levine, former Chicago Bulls. Lopez. Everything but down.
Good test for Renault tonight to have to guard the pick and pop, as Lopez is going to stretch the floor a little bit, so he'll be in scramble mode to make a good contest.
Westbrook baited into shooting that jumper, comes up short. 90 seconds into our game, still just that one field goal by Hunter, first time down the floor. Westbrook. He's done that before. Never took his foot off the gas, and he'll have free throws.
We'll go back to the first play that Doug Christie had mentioned to us about trying to, well, the guys in the studio, Blake, Steve, Dirk, know just how relentless this guy has been throughout his career. Kind of born in attack mode, Russell Westbrook, and continues to do it. So impressive as a late signing for Sacramento to come in here and take the reins.
John Collins with the misfire, rebounded by Westbrook. Westbrook, a lot of hand fighting with Derek Jones Jr. And we've got another foul. So a little over 2 minutes into our game, Westbrook has already drawn 2 fouls committed by the Clippers.
Ghosts against Cleveland, had troubles getting into their offense. Obviously, James Harden, their engine, him being gone. And tonight, another foul. It won't surprise me.
Let's take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. Tomorrow, clock start Eastern time. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Saw a great stat about DeMar DeRozan last year. Was the 4th straight year he's led the league in mid-range scoring. It was more by himself last year than 3 teams in the league. Memphis, wow. Cleveland, and Utah did not score as much in the mid-range as DeMar DeRozan did.
And DeRozan picks up the loose ball. It's been all Kings. 2.5 minutes into our game. DeRozan going to work. One-handed rebound by the claw. Still maybe the most impressive hands in the NBA. Finally, something falls for LA. It's Collins with the stick back.
Yeah, the early shot, John Collins just in the right spot to collect that offensive rebound and finally get LAC on the board.
Hunter, step back 3. Tight rims early.
Good matchup here. Hunter guarding Kawhi.
Kawhi's never got a ton of air on that jumper. He either goes in or out. Doesn't have much of a chance to.
A little like Clyde Drexler. Reminds me of that often. Just a.
I'm with you on that.
Low-flying surface-to-air missile.
Zach LaVine. Back to Zach. That's a good shot for him. Both sides struggling shooting the basketball. We've got the Kings 1 for 7. We got the Clippers 1 for 7, making 2 for 8. First field goal for Kawhi Leonard.
Again, Eric, I think we're seeing the effects of, it's not just a few days of the trade deadline anymore. It's several weeks of speculation. So they're trying to get your rhythm back forward, but the trade deadline and the hangover from that, I think we're seeing it here in the first.
How drastically has the offense changed with James Harden no longer handling the basketball as much as he always does?
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different. Although they're setting up in the same spots, they just don't have the weapon to get into the lane and also have the scoring ability and the free throw shooting. It's just a settling effect, obviously, the way James plays, and that's missing for the Clippers until they get Garland in the fold.
Renault gets it to fall from his wallet. First bucket for the young Frenchman. Doug Christie was effusive in his praise of Maxime Renault, four-year man from Stanford. Wow, YMCA move by Kawhi Leonard. You're going to see that in gyms across the United States tomorrow morning.
Some of the things I love when young players are playing, when a superstar makes a move on you and it's that good, you look to the coaching staff like, what am I supposed to do with that? And the coaches say, nothing.
Zach LaVine up and down. First field goal for the veteran.
Again, getting the ball to Kawhi here, challenging Hunter this time. Again, that's the matchup. They get the switch now.
Lopez far away from the basket. Looked like he took a bunch of steps, no call. Here comes LaVine, one man to beat. And he's fouled by Jones.
This team put some guys in some roles, and trust me, we'll get into some of the contributions.
10 years younger than James Harden. There's an upside there. LaVine makes a couple.
Well, I think, Eric, it's also a shift to a style in which, with the Zubac trade, the same thing. Benedict Mathurin coming in, Isaiah Jackson coming in. These are long, athletic guys. They're going to spread the floor, use the pace that Blake Griffin was talking about before this game, with Garland being both on and off ball.
Clippers have made a change. They bring in Kobe Sanders for the first time. Score the goal, Chris Dunn. Give the assist to Kawhi Leonard.
How great Chris Dunn just played every game this year. He's been so steady for them, Eric.
It's been a done deal. Changes for the Kings. Nick Clifford into the game. He swings it out to Zach LaVine. Running it down in the corner is Sanders. Also into the game for the Kings is Dylan Cardwell. He wears number 32. They love him. Woohoo! Kawhi Leonard with two hands. He's still got bounce. That's dunk number 24 on the year.
Great early attack. That's the second time we've seen Kawhi get all the way to the rack in sort of a secondary break for the Clippers.
Westbrook a step back three. Rebounded by Cardwell. Undrafted free agent who spent 5 years at Auburn. But he's made an impression early in Sacramento. There's the guy we're talking about, or did he get it on the rim?
This is the evolution.
Thank you, Christina. We're also going to get him to shoot some free throws where he has excelled this year. Kawhi shooting 91.
Greatness of Kawhi Leonard to make that kind of decision that he was going to take that on and be as successful as he was at doing it just speaks to how good he has been.
And he's been available. This is now game number 38 out of 51 for Leonard. Kings have made a couple of changes. Malik Monk, the god of dunk, is checked into the game, along with Precious Achiuwa. That's Achiuwa who is fouled. And we'll have some precious moments at the free throw line. NBA All-Star 2026 takes at NBAevents.com/All-Star. Clippers have made some changes. They bring in their young center, Yannick Conan Niederhauser. Also into the game, the other end of the spectrum, 18-year veteran Nick Batum. In the conversation for greatest French-born player ever.
Well, with his international accolades and his Olympic appearances,
4 Olympics, twice a captain, Nick Batum. Kings have the basketball. Achiuwa back out to Clifford, and they'll reset. Shot clock down to 10. Clifford right into the waiting arms of Leonard. 3 on 2. It's Batum, the open man. Nick Batum almost exclusively a three-point shooter these days. When he doesn't shoot a three, it's news. Zach LaVine still the most athletic guy on the floor.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch Zach find a sliver of space and to get in there. Once he gets in the air, so creative with the basketball. Good finish there.
Quick spin and finish. Look at Niederhauser. This is why they like him.
Yannick, good hands there, good footwork to spin, and he's so long and athletic. He's able to get away from a lot of guys, both small and big.
Shot is blocked by Kobe Sanders, and it will be Clipper ball.